Welcome back. This is Worthless Mutts. On this channel, I shed the light on the worthless mutt, aka the dog, the domesticated dog. I also shed the light on these, dog owners, dog lovers, and dog nutters. Especially, I try to point some accountability on the media and the as well as the dog industry for hiding and for promoting and supporting these deadly, worthless abominations, that aren't natural animals. Um, so, and again, dog culture again is become very, very, very toxic. Um, it, I started hating dogs in the '90s. This is before dog culture, took off. During those times, or late '90s, early thousands, never seen or heard anyone that hated dogs as much as I do. I always hated them. Never seen it. Then years passed. Social media, the internet, exploded, and you're able to find people that share the same hatred as you do towards these abomination called the worthless mutt. So there are groups on Facebook that I go to a lot more than I do in the Reddit, and there's also groups on Reddit. Whereas Reddit, I'm not really that active on Reddit. I don't know what it is, but I'm just not as active on Reddit, on the anti-dog groups on Reddit, as much as I am on Facebook. I'm always on Facebook, contributing something to this to this movement towards a dog-free, society. I really want and hope that I can at least wake one person up from this dog illusion. Many of us I think, are anti are in the anti dog hating closet. I think some of us deep down they really do hate dogs, but they know if they say something, family, friends are going to bite back at them, and they live in this illusion, this bandwagon of liking these abominations. And I wish that people can break out of that insecurity. You shouldn't jeopardize a dog for friendship, or jeopardize a dog for your own well-being. I, for one, never cared. I'm willing to tell someone I hate dogs. I'm willing to tell someone in real life that I really do hate dogs, I'm willing to save myself and get Stormbreaker and go for the head of a dog. That's what I'm would say to someone. I'm not gonna shy and back down and pretend to like these abominations because they're so popular. You go on YouTube and it's all this. They only show the positive side of it, of dogs doing stupid shit, and that gets like 10,000 million likes. Um, Dogs, fake smiling or doing these smiles, and that gets another 10 million likes. But the anti-dog hating, I don't want to say movement, but the anti-dog people, their content is very tiny. That doesn't get any light. Even when the news covers certain dog attack, that doesn't really get any support either. They just show the dog attack, so who got attacked, who died. The dog was either killed or given back, and in the end, that's it. But if a dog is pretend smiling, everyone is giving that likes. It has everyone's attention. But when a dog has killed someone, it doesn't have the same attention as the other part of the dog culture. And I really think dog culture is toxic to this society. Anyways, so I'm gonna be doing some Reddit, reads what's going on Reddit. Found a few good ones that I would like to share with you all today. So the first one, I'm not gonna read through it, but it's just regarding very young children who were attacked at a beach. May have done this before, but they were attacked by a dog. So they were just apparently they were just 6, 2, and 1, and they were attacked by a dog, and you could see the blood on their. You can see the effect. I can't. So you can see the effect of the worthless mud and what the dog did to these people. See, they're only tiny. So it's nothing too, again, it's nothing too graphic, but you can tell that they were attacked. This isn't love. Blood, causing blood isn't love. They call dogs our man's best friend, but does your best friend run up to you and scratch you like this and try to bite you? I don't think so. So here's just another story of a young family, again, that was attacked by a worthless mutt, just spending time at the beach, chilling, watching the waves, just, relaxing. And that gets interrupted once again by a worthless mutt. This article is posted on the 8th of June, and you can visit this page on the gazettenewsco.uk. So on Reddit, on the ban pit bulls subreddit or group, this title says we have declared a hate group. So this is so okay. So title says we have been declared a hate group by R Against Hate subreddit mods. It's not about the ethnicity of pit owners. It's the fact that they kill and maim innocent people and pets. So here we have, this Reddit is about anti-pit bulls that really want to ban pit bulls and get rid of them, who shed the light on many pit bulls attacks that have occurred to not just only children, but to grown people and even to the owner as well. So they provide information regarding the pit nutter and the pit bull. So reading on, it says we do want to target any hatred or calls to harassment or violence. We need archives of actionable content that demonstrate these violations. Ban Pit Bulls has a history of promoting hatred of pit bulls as a proxy of hatred of humans as well. So it's something that falls under our concern. So this is a thing about hate. I think people take hate to I don't know. I think hate triggers people. I don't understand why. It's just a word. They say hate is a strong word, but to me, it's not that strong enough. To me, it's just a lot of snowflakes that can't handle either opinions or the facts. So like this person, I believe they're triggered by the facts that, they post on their group, showing how violent and aggressive the pit bull is. They provide facts, pictures, articles, and statistics regarding the pit bull. And it's not good. It's not good for the pit bull and for the pit nutter. And I feel that this person is just a snowflake who's living in an illusion, and they can't see the fact, or the fact stings their eyes, where they have to live in a bubble of lies. So they get offended, and they have to post things like this or try to flag groups just because the facts hurt them. Moving on. So ban pit bulls. So this is just a little post titled "Vets and Shelters Lie, so it's okay for you." What? Vets and shelters lie, so it's okay if you do too. On Alaska Airlines, I had to have my vet write him up as a lab mix to get him through. So here we have a pit nutter who knows their dog, their worthless mutt, is a pit bull, and knowing that some places are doing a good job in restricting certain aggressive, disgusting, uh, so-called animals on board. However, there are dog nutters and pit nutters who will lie and try to cover it up just so their aggressive dog can, get on board. So this person is willing to lie and to, lie and to create fraud for the dog just to get him on an airplane. So here we have it, the pit nutter who is lying, who's willing to lie and to get her vet to go with the lie to, turn their pit bull into something that they're not. So this is what they do. They will lie for a worthless mutt. Wait a minute. Can't find it. Damn it. Anyways. Okay, I'm gonna move on. So here is anyways, I'm gonna move on. Anyways, come on. Okay, here is another post regarding the worthless mutt called the pit bull, titled "Ugly Ass Demon Dog Found Roaming Neighborhood is Only Aggressive because he's terrified." So they're saying this worthless ugly ass dog is terrified, is aggressive because he's terrified. So does this look like does this like a safe, I hate to say animal, but this so-called animal that you would want around your children? So if he's terrified, he's going to be aggressive. That's basically what it's saying. Urgent, found in Wool Market near Jim Bride Road at Lorraine Road. Terrified and aggressive baby. He is now located at the Humane Society of Gulfport, but not for long due to his aggression and confusion. So this is an aggressive mutt, worthless mutt, who is also confused. Aren't they all confused? Please get your, and they're calling this ugly thing a baby. This is a baby. 2021, almost 2022. This is a baby. Look how ugly it is. Look at the ugly. I'm sure at this point he is terrified and his actions are only going to intensify. He's a beautiful dog. This is not beautiful at all. And his actions are only going to tell that he's a beautiful dog, and sometimes they respond negatively simply out of fear and confusion. Please get your... So this person's basically telling people that if a dog reacts, it's out of fear and confusion. I thought this was man's best friend, Man's best friend who would never hurt anyone. Man's best friend who was sweet and gentle, who's a fur baby, who's a baby. But apparently, if this baby, this beautiful dog, gets scared, it's going to be aggressive. This is what we have to deal with. This comment says, it's literally foaming at the mouth. Quick, go get your baby and give him a cuddle. Alright, moving on. Rottweiler attacks, injures teenager in Oslo town. This was posted Wednesday, June the 9th, 2021. Can be found on Yahoo News. So this time it's not a pit bull, but the other ugly ass ferocious dog called the Rottweiler. So it says a woman was covered with injuries after a dog who got out of the house in Loch Oslob town, Cebu, attacked her on Tuesday. On June the 8th, 2021, Jenny Rose Gamalio, 16 years old, a resident of the barangay, was on her way to gather shellfish for dinner, but her errand was disrupted when a Rottweiler attacked her. So this young lady was just going to get food for dinner, probably for her family, and for no reason, man's best friend, the gentle, sweet fur baby, had to attack her. For what reason? For minding her own business. Police officer Elmer Ajan, desk officer at Oslo Police Station, told Super Balatia Sibo that they received the report of the dog attack on Tuesday evening. He said the dog suddenly jumped over the gate of the house, in front of which was where Gamelio often gathers shellfish. So this dog jumped over the gate, jumped over a fence to attack this young lady. It wasn't like the lady was on the property. This lady was off property, minding her own business, going out to gather shellfish, probably for her family. And this dog somehow got offended, just like some of these snowflake dog nutters do. When someone says they hate dogs, they tend to want to report you to, or ban you or flag you. So this dog was obviously a snowflake. Couldn't handle just walking. He said the dog, which was not leashed by the owner, was big enough to jump over the wall. Witness said the dog repeatedly attacked Gamalio and injuring her in several parts of her body. Dog owner, identified as Tata Kin Tantar Cooper, tried to restrain the Rottweiler, but this continued to attack the teenager. So even the dog owner couldn't control her worthless mutt. So this is what we have. Snowflake, weak-ass dog owners taking in these big-ass, ugly-ass, aggressive, worthless mutts, yet they can't control them. Gal was rushed to the nearest hospital in town for treatment. After she went home to recover, the family was planning to bring her back to the hospital again because her wounds still kept bleeding. So the wounds from this worthless mutt caused her to keep bleeding. As of writing, Gamel's family received $3,000, 3,000 from the dog owner, which they consider not enough for the teenager's treatment. So I'm guessing they gave her Skittles. Reckless imprudence resulting in physical injuries according to the flood against the order. Yep. So basically, a dog was fencing his own yard, jumped over a fence to attack a young lady just because she was going out to get shellfish for dinner. Then the owner came out, and that fool wasn't able to control his worthless mutt. And then thinking only Skittles would be enough to treat her her trauma. This is what the dog culture wants. The dog culture wants these snowflake people having these big ass abominations that they can't control, and this is okay. Am I the only future vet who doesn't like dogs? This is on Dog Free. So it said it's not like I can't stand them at all. I just wouldn't want to stand one outside the office. I'm also studying for livestock, which I love. I love helping cows and chickens. Everyone here seems to be obsessed with pets though. I get it, but I don't like dogs or cats in my house, but birds are chill. So this is a veterinarian who doesn't like dogs also. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but good luck to that person. So, I tell people who don't like dogs or whatever the case may be, always stay do your best to stay away from dogs. Do your best to stay away. But if you knowingly go into a place that has a dog, and they have a dog, and you go there and you get attacked, I feel that it's not just the dog's fault, not just the owner's fault, but it's also your negligence as well to think nothing's gonna happen, because it has happened before where family members and friends go over to someone's house and their worthless mutt attacks them. So I would suggest maybe being a veterinarian may not be the best career for this person. Maybe not. I don't know a lot about it. Maybe there's other pathways she can go that will be like dog free, but come on, good luck. So this comment says, "Damn, you're going to be a vet and you don't absolutely love dogs with every fiber of your being. Dogs have to be the number one animal that makes you money, with cats a close second. Given how completely insane the world has gone to the dog snark, I guess maybe you're going to be the rare around here. Large animal vet, you could make a go of it. Best of luck with your studies." This person also says, "Good luck with the number one animal that visit the vet is the dog. You have to deal with barking, slobbering, stench, aggression, and so on. Or maybe you could specialize in exotic pets, but I don't know. I'm not a vet. Doubt you're alone. I've taken my cats to vets that clearly seem uncomfortable around them. There must be ones that aren't fans of dogs too." So yeah, there's just comments regarding this person wanting to be a vet but wanting to stay clear of dogs. And again, I say good luck. It's possible. It is possible, but good luck. But like I said in a previous video, veterinarians make the most bank from the worthless mutt, because mutts are always sick, always getting hurt. They're just the most profitable so-called animal to make from. So just saying. So moving on. I don't want to show. Okay. So it says, "Lucky to still have a lip and nose. Boy forced savage by dog in Sydney Park." So once again, we have another attack done to a child by the worthless mutt. This is in Australia. Can be found in 7news.com. This article is posted 8th of June 2021. So there's a lot of fresh dog attacks articles posted in this week. A lot of them. So again, this is another boy that was attacked by a dog. Let's read a little bit of it. Let's read up to here. So a Sydney family is trying to hunt down a dog that nearly mutilated their little boy's face while playing at a local park. So once again, this dog went for the face. Joey Hopkins, age 4, was kicking a ball. So this child is, developing his gross motor skills around at Kogi Oval in Sydney's east on Sunday afternoon. His ball stayed within 5 meters of a muscular dog playing fetch. So this dog was occupied playing fetch somewhere else. So the boy and the dog, they had nothing to do with each other at this point. So when the boy reached for the ball that was his, so this ball belonged to the boy, the dog bit his face and attempted to lock on before the owner ripped off the animal. So this boy reached for the ball, his own ball, not minding the dog, not bothering the dog, not interfering with the dog. He bends down to get the ball, and this dog goes for his face. I can't help but feel like he's lucky to still have a lip and nose, the boy's mother. I recently did this article before of a this looks weird. Of Yeah, her face looks weird. Anyways, I just did a recent article about this lady who was like mentally going through mental issues, and her brother invited and brought in this worthless mutt over here to help her with her mental issues. But in the end, the pit bull or the dog uh, ended this young lady's life. But I don't lie, this lady looks weird. Anyways, so yeah, so they just kind of explain what happened. Oh, it's gruesome. So this is the picture of the demonic dog that attacked the boy who was just playing fetch. Playing fetch. Was just kicking the ball around with his family, developing his gross motor skills. So this was the demon breed who was playing fetch somewhere else with his owner. This who thought this child was a threat. I'm pretty sure this demon dog was trained and loved and knew better, but he still went and attacked this young child for no reason whatsoever. So now we live in, look at this demon, in a society where now parks are ran by these demons, you know. You can't go to a park and feel safe and feel happy anymore because we have these demons roaming around. These dog nutters will bring these demons where children play and have fun, where they're developing social, fine motor, and gross motor skills, and they'll bring this demon in there, thinking it will never do something like that. But when it does happen, they, use their excuses. He never done that before. They leave the scene. They'll blame the victim, they'll blame the owner, etc., etc. The pile of excuses, but nothing is done to keeping children like this safe from demons like this. Right, moving on. What's the time? Young girl in home city was attacked by a pit bull. Her father posted the pictures of the aftermath of girl's face. She looks to be about 12 years old. The reason he posted on Facebook was because the owner took off with the dog like nothing happened. This is what they always do. When the worthless mutt attacks someone, they always flee the scene. They always do this. I've seen it countless times on YouTube. Or the dog attacks someone or attacks another worthless mutt or a cat or whatever. The owner just leaves as if nothing happens. They flee the scene. Always happens. To my surprise, no one in the comments were defending the dog. I scrolled through them all waiting to see some F-faced dumbass saying, "No, I hope the dog doesn't get punished." There was actually a few responsible people saying they hope justice would be served to the dog and the owner. And to me, it's to get Stormbreaker and to go for the head. I couldn't believe it. Maybe things are changing. Maybe you're just lucky, just a lucky day. Anyways, I don't live there anymore, thank God. My kid's 13 months now. When I still lived there, I never took her for walks around the city because it seems every other day someone got attacked or had a close call with someone's shit beast, or I'd see one running down the street by itself. So this person used to live in a neighborhood that was infested with the worthless mutts that were attacking people, and people were terrified. But guess what? Nothing was done about this situation. People will worship this dog. But when it comes to the safety of children and the safety of people, of neighbors, of the community, we got to live in fear because of these mentally ill dog owners, these mentally ill dog nutters, these rude and disrespectful dog lovers. They don't care. They're willing to endanger people with their worthless mutt, and they don't care. They don't give a damn whatsoever. If they did, this would not be happening. This would not be happening at all. They don't care. They get these things because they're empty inside. And what do? They allow them to roam the streets, attacking people, terrifying people. Even their fence, again, is not good enough to contain these beasts, because these beasts are demons. They don't give a shit. Their goal and their mission is to attack people over and over again, and it never stops because nothing is being done. Just doing videos is not enough. Solutions, action needs to be done. But dog culture has dumbed down society. Continue reading. After having my daughter, seeing other mothers walking their babies in the stroller on the other sidewalks always worried me. And this is something that I never thought about until I became a mother. So these mothers with baby strollers, walking with, few months old babies, were terrified. They were alert. They were aware of the dogs that were around. So they were living in fear. They were scared. They were anxious. Humans shouldn't be living like this. This is unhealthy. I feel so bad for them. Have to do that. I know a few mothers that are only able to take public transportation or just walk to their appointments, errands. It makes me wonder if they ever think about the possibility of someone's shithound running up on them and their baby. I'm not actually religious, but I pray for them, that their baby's safety. I'm grateful to be out of the city. I hope the little girl that was attacked can heal emotionally as well as physically. She looks young enough to be scarred, for the scars to eventually fade. Damn dog got her face good. So again, these dogs go for the face. They go for the head. This is why I think we need to get Stormbreaker and go for their heads. Because dogs don't give a shit. There's an ongoing criminal investigation for the owner. I hope they find him and lock that POS up for a long time with some hefty fines. There's more I want to say, but I will get banned from this sub. This is what I mean. In this PC censorship culture, we cannot say certain things. But I'm going to say it in a way that is very subliminal, which is very obvious. I would get Stormbreaker and I would go for the worthless mutt's head. I think there's a good chance they're going to catch him. The attack happened near a few businesses that have surveillance, and the people are pissed. I can't wait to see his face all over the local news article. I'm going to share the shit out of it. I guess they did a report on TV on one of our local news stations. I don't know what it is with these people, very responsible and ignorant people at that, and their attraction to these large, powerful, worthless mutts. I know there are quite a few drug dealers that own them to protect their product. But just the other day, someone on Facebook posted about how he got attacked by the Plug's dog. So the shithound's attacking customers too. Makes sense. The guy that got bit tried to act like it was his own fault. My home city, and I am sure most cities are serious problems as well. So this person was just saying how basically where she used to live, you're basically tormented by these worthless mutts that will attack you. Moving on. Alright, so this is just a little small post. It says, hypocrite dog owners. Why the same dog worshippers who love shoving pictures of their dogs and calling them their babies and taking them everywhere, acting all obnoxious and entitled, have no problem abusing people with kids and judging them for just existing. That level of hypocrisy, I can pronounce it, It's just a mental illness of some sort. Do any of you understand this? Like I've been saying, dog culture is a major mental illness. I believe it has been created to assist in the dumbing down of people. Let's go through some of the comments. So in this one, person says, "No stinking deadbeat mutt has given me as much joy as my 7-year-old great niece, bearing her certificate as classmate of the year for her kindness in welcoming and helping integrate new students into her school." So again, can dogs do this? Absolutely not. You'd have to train the stupid out of the dog for a dog to be somewhat of use. But in the end, they're worthless. This person, I read all of what this person says. I think it just boils down to a general disregard for humans. I do agree. I feel that most and some dog lovers, they worship the dog because they have a hatred towards the human. Again, I do hate people, but I'm not going to jeopardize people for a worthless mutt. I understand how this whole world works. Not going to get too into it. I understand what's going on. These dog lovers are ignorant and they don't understand anything. This is why they get dogs to fill up this void of ignorance and of sadness and of depression, thinking a dog is going to solve problems. But in the end, most of these dog lovers end up being rude, disrespectful, bitter, and just bad people. And they become no better than the people they hate. Moving on. I want to get my daughter a fish tank. Breed some guppies in it and show the pictures of all the fish to my coworkers with a total straight face. I will call them my grand guppies. So, yep. So I'm not going to read all of this, but it says the behavior of dogs reflect the personality of their owner, a rant. So I believe it's the opposite. I believe that some dog lovers take the personality of the dog, basically. Some owners are slobbish, greedy, fat, ugly. They do stupid shit. They're just slobs. They're just a mess. Just like the dog. Dogs are, again. They're greedy. They're disgusting. They're just disgusting. And the owner, when the owner takes a dog into their house, they tend to adapt those traits. And this is why many dog lovers, especially the pit nutter, they just become so rude and aggressive and mean. I'm not saying non-dog lovers are like that. I'm sure there are some that don't have dogs that are rude as well, but as the topic is on dogs, there are a lot of people who have dogs and they take in the traits of the dog. So moving on. I want an actual dog-free space in the world. Alright, so long read probably just the first few paragraphs. Today my friend and I were hanging out again, and this is the friend that is super respectful about my boundaries about dog. I don't know how many of you guys remember the story about the mom who blamed the dog for peeing and pooping on our stuff, but that situation has basically blown over. That kind of resolved itself with time. Today she told me about how in a group chat one of the friends had asked how she isn't annoyed that I don't like dogs. She said that she was telling me so that I wasn't ignorant to these people talking shit about me. It wasn't that big of a deal where I'd want her to cut them off, but it definitely brought me to cut them off. So she stood up for me and defended me. She showed me the conversation. So many people would rather cut off a friend for having trauma or disliking dogs than not. I once posted here saying I was struggling to make friends because of this. I still am trying to make friends, but if any person has dogs or friends with dogs or even just tolerates dogs but obviously dislikes them, it's like the elephant in the room for no reason. They don't want to talk about my trauma because it's annoying to them, and they don't want to talk about anything unless they can randomly inject with a dog story or something dog related. So yeah, so basically this person is saying, she's being disrespected because she doesn't like dogs, and the friends and the people she knows, they all like dogs, they all talk about dogs, and basically she doesn't fit in, and they look at her as like the black sheep. So this rational person is the black sheep, while these dog nutters will, pick up dog shit, and they feel like they're high and mighty, So this is the dog culture we live in, where shit pickers are high and mighty than someone who wants to stay away from the worthless mutt. What's this guy? How much more? I have about 3 more, and then I will close this video. Another hour. So it says, thy is there a dog in damn? Oh, why is there a dog in damn near every commercial? So it says Toyota for sale and a kid in a car seat, dog French kiss. Senior needing a drug for hemorrhoids, dog on the couch. Couple watching TV and a worthless mutt in between. Why? Well, this goes back to what I said. Dog culture is a business. It's about selling the dog. It's about dumbing down people by using the dog. And as well as in these commercials, they know there's a lot of dummies in the world, so they use the dog in order to sell their products to people, because as long as it has a dog in it, people will, love it, they'll respect it, they'll like it, they'll be attracted to it. Take away the dog, and these dog lovers are just empty inside. Comments say because being owned by a dog is now signifies a successful, perfect life. Yes, I said it how I meant it. Because these companies know that nutters are simple-minded and will buy any product featuring their gods. Somewhere, someone has likely come up with the idea of making their non-food consumables more easily destroyable by dog behavior, with the aim that their product is quickly chewed to uselessness, and the dog chumps have to buy more replacements. I can't tell what country you are from, but it's part of the representation of the idolized USA family. I think the poster knows that. I suspect they're not looking for information, rather looking to vent. So yeah, this is dog culture, dog worship. Again, it's business. It's about, I think dog culture is about dumbing down the people, and they use dogs to do so. You have a dog in a commercial, dog in a video, and you have people going crazy for a dog. I'm tired of seeing dogs everywhere. Sometimes I'm not looking for dogs, and I see them. Sometimes I'm nowhere near dogs, and I see them. I'm listening to videos that have nothing to do with dogs, and I see them. TV, I see them. I can't, even though I'm dog free physically, social media wise, internet wise, I am not dog free because they are everywhere in videos that have nothing to do with dogs. Everywhere. Then you have the recommended stuff showing worthless dog behavior. I don't want to see that. I hide those. I say I'm not interested, and they keep popping up. Can't escape. All right, last 2. My voice is starting to go. I get so irritated with hearing dogs are better than people. So basically, There are, dog nutters that think dogs are better than people. Um, Again, I'm repeating myself, but this goes back to feeling empty inside. I believe, something happened to these dog nutters, and, they feel empty inside. So they get this worthless mutt to fill that void. But in the end, I don't think a dog makes much of a difference. I think it makes things worse. You get narcissistic behavior like this. Dogs are better than people. Like, come on. Like, what do dogs do exactly? For you as a person, what do? They don't pay bills, they don't cook, they can't hunt, they're worthless at the end of the day. They don't do anything. You look at many of these dog pictures and dog videos, the dog is just laying there, looking lazy, looking sad, looking bored. They serve no purpose for man whatsoever. But some of these dog nutters think dogs are better than people. I think people in nature are valuable. Nothing beats people in nature. I hate people too, but I still know that people are valuable. Nature is valuable. And I would never trade nature and people for a dog. Dog nut logic. Last one because I'm done talking. So it says, I often hear people say that they love their dogs more than humans. They say dogs are loyal, will protect you against intruders, and give you dog kisses. Well, if you fed me 3 times a day, took me to the park daily, justified every bad thing I did, I would love you too. That is correct. I should have stopped reading. From there, because this person just said everything that needs to be known. I'll read that one more time. Well, if you fed me 3 times a day for free, took me to the park daily, justified every bad and worthless thing I did, I would love you too. I wouldn't complain about anything, and would stick around you till the end. After all, you would be ensuring an effortless life for me, where nothing else would require of me except those disgusting kisses. So dear dog owners, no, your dogs don't love you. They just like the free food you give them and the effortless life you ensure them. That is so true. That is so true. Give this person a like. Failed. It failed. So anyways, this is what I mean. Like this post speaks volume of what I feel and how I feel. And it took me over 6 videos to get my point across, and this person did it in 1 sentence. Dogs don't love you. They are incapable of loving. Dogs love food. They love that they have, a shelter, their own territory. You're feeding this dog. The dog doesn't have to look for food. Look at stray dogs. They struggle to find food. They attack people. I'm talking about stray dogs. They attack people for food. They eat out of the garbage can. They live a shitty, disgusting, worthless lives. But with these dogs as pets, domesticated pets, they get free food. They don't have to hunt. They get groomed. They get toys. If a dog does something wrong, they don't get blamed. They don't get spanked. None of that happens. A dog gets away with anything and everything. Dogs get away with killing people. And this is true. You can't deny this. Dogs go out and they kill people. And many people think it's okay. It's fine when a dog does it. So yeah. So just to summarize what this video is about. Just looking through some Reddit posts regarding dog attacks. Like always the dog attacks. And just, dog people, dog lovers, and their behavior towards people. Dog lovers think they're high and mighty because they have a dog. Or maybe dog lovers think they're lesser than anything, and they put the dog on a pedestal because they feel they're unworthy of anything. This is probably why they worship the dog. They make out with the dog by giving it kisses. They feed the dog. They're willing to kill other animals to feed their own dog, to make sure the dog is happy. But how do you know the dog's happy? They're gonna say their tail's wagging. They do that when they're chomping down on human flesh as well. So again, we have a lot of stories. This is just tiny percentage of stories that have been occurring in recent weeks regarding the worthless mutt. And I feel this needs to get out there more often so these dog nutters know that their behavior is unacceptable. And I guess since they like dog talking and like to talk to the dog like as if the dog's a person, I'm willing to belittle these dog nutters and say, you gotta do a little better, missy. You gotta do better, sir. You can't allow your stupid dog to terrorize neighborhoods. It's not good. You should know better. But obviously, I don't think they're gonna care because, again, their God, aka the dog, is what comes first and what matters. They don't even care about their own children. So why would they care about this information that I'm sharing? They're willing to sacrifice their children for a dog. Yeah. So again, another hour-long video. I don't like talking this much, as I always start off good, but in the end, in the middle, I start to feel weird. I just start to feel very fatigued talking for this long. But nevertheless, I'm willing to get this word out, willing to share these stories regarding these dog nutters, willing to support these dog-free groups such as Dog Free, and even ban pit bulls on Reddit. And I think a lot of us need to speak up more about the dog. Stop pretending to be dog lovers, because that only does more harm than good. So anyways, I am finally done. So this is Worthless Mutts. And just remember, it is okay to hate these worthless mutts.